Hi guys, today we're looking at an amazing new projector. It's the NOMVDIC R150. So we're talking about a portable projector today, the NOMVDIC R150. This is a rechargeable, small, kind of slightly oversized Coke can kind of size projector. We're going to do a full unboxing. We're going to give it a try. I'll talk you through all the features of it and why it's perfect for campervans. Not just because it's rechargeable, it's the software inside which makes it perfect. So stay tuned. Let's get into the unboxing first, but do hang around. We're going to get it on a screen and we'll show you what it can do. Right then, let's have a look at unboxing this NOMVDIC R150 LED projector. So it comes in a really quite sizable box, but let's get this open and we'll show you how it's packaged, because the box belies actually how small the projector is. So really nice quality packaging. Certainly not going to get damaged in transit or anything. So obviously comes in a little carry case, which is very nice. Zip up, we'll look at that in a second. And then in here you've got a little folder which has got all of your little "Are you satisfied" cards, all that kind of stuff. Quick start guide, which is all very nice. That's in that little envelope there, and then it says pull here. So if we give that a pull there, take that out, see what you get in there. So you get a UK and a continental set of plugs. That's good. You get a power adapter, which is good, and that one there is, just looking at it, 19 volt, and it's a kind of bespoke one, but don't let that fool you, because you can power this with USB. Yeah, no other outlets on that one, just that bespoke one. And then here we've got a little USB to USB, so USB-C to USB-C cable. All very nice, nicely packaged in there. Let's get that out the way. Now let's have a look at this. So very nice case, good hard case. Open this up, and in here you've got, so the remote held in with a nice piece of elastic there. That's good. And then this is the projector. So if we just open this up, that's just protective. Get rid of that. Nice bit of protective film over the front here as well. See if I can take that off. Always the best bit of unpacking tech. As you can see there, that's your projector itself. Speaker in one end, speaker in the other end, and the pièce de résistance of it, the fact that you can sit it down, because it's got a rubber foot there and then a bar there, so it's designed to sit like that, and then you can adjust the sitting angle of it, no problem. On the bottom, it's got a nice thread mount, so you can put it on a tripod if you want to. All of the serial number and other bits and pieces, and then obviously in here it's got that little line there, so it's designed to go in like that. So loads of space actually in here for it to be stored. But if I get rid of this, so get rid of that, that gives you a bit of a sense of how big it is. Now I struggle with my nails, so I might not be able to get this end cap out, which is a bit of a design flaw, but grab some house keys. I can just pop that out, because that is a little rubber flap which covers up all of the sockets in there, so you can probably see. You've got your main power switch in there, an audio out, the DC in for the power, if you wanted to use the power adapter that comes with it, HDMI in, USB A socket, USB-C socket, and the USB-C socket on here you can charge it with as well. And then you've got some lights on the top here which come on. If I just turn that on, just slid that to the side, you'll hear it whiz into life in a second. I think these come up with the state of charge. Ooh, you can just hear the As you can see there, sound by Harman Kardon as well. So obviously you can't see it that close on the desk there, but it's also got a little focusing wheel on the front. So no autofocus on this, just to try and keep it cost effective. Yeah, there you go, look. So that's your state of charge in the unit. Then you've also got play button plus and minus on the top here as well. And then if I shine it on the top there, you can see how good the focus is. You probably can't quite see that against those tiles, but that, in fact, let's bring this box over here. That gives you a bit of a sense, and obviously we're going to do a proper test, get the projector screen out, show you how it works and everything. But that is your unboxing, and as you can see, that's the span of my hand. I couldn't quite, I might just be able to grip it with my hand, but it gives you a bit of a sense of how big it is. So welcome back after that unboxing. Let's have a bit of a chat through the specs of this projector, and then we'll give it a quick try using one of the Duronic roll-up screens that we've got here that we use in the van. So in terms of spec, it is a 845 by 480 pixel projector. So don't let that put you off though, because obviously it's not 4K or anything like that. Don't let that put you off. Over the kind of distances we're talking, it's really decent in terms of picture quality and everything. So don't worry about any of that. 150 ANSI lumens in terms of brightness. So plenty bright enough to be able to see it, whether it's kind of daylight, whether it's nighttime. Obviously slightly better at nighttime because you get a crisper picture, but you can see it during the day as well. So depends when you want to use it, but obviously it is bright enough for that. It's got a 6-watt sound system in it, Harman Kardon sound system, as I mentioned in the unboxing. 4-hour battery life. You can charge it with USB-C. Obviously it's got its own charger, which you saw in the unboxing. It's really nice, unique feature is this rotating body. So obviously you can put it down and you can use it to project on the ceiling from just sitting there, or you can project forwards or anywhere in between. I'll show you all of that when we set it up and give it a quick try. It's got 4-corner adjustment, and that is the killer feature in terms of campervans, because if you've ever tried to project onto a screen hung from the front of the van or over the chairs or anywhere like that, or in your pop top, and you've got the projector sat on the side of the van, so on your kitchen, if you've got a side kitchen layout, you'll know it's quite hard to get the picture just right. And to be able to get it just right, you need 4-corner adjustment. So you can pick each of the 4 corners of the screen and drag them in and out and move them around to get the picture square. This has got that, and that is not normal for really good value projectors. So if you're looking at any projector for your campervan, do check whether it's got 4-corner alignment. It's really important if you don't want to be having to try and set it up so that it's parallel all the time with the screen that you've got. So really, really good feature. One of the best features, I think, of this particular projector from a campervan point of view, the fact that it's got that 4-corner adjustment. So really good. And I'll talk you through how all that works in a few seconds when we get it set up there. Weighs about 3/4 kilogram, so about 750 grams, something like that, so not particularly heavy. Nice and easy to carry around. There's a phone app which complements this, which gives you access to using your phone screen as a mouse for this. You can use it as a remote control, turn the volume up and down, all that kind of thing. So that's quite clever too. The other thing which is worth noting is the HDMI socket in the back here. We've tried this with a Amazon Fire Stick, plugged into the HDMI socket and then powered from the USB socket on here. So powering the Fire Stick works perfectly, so no issue with that. It does have Android built in, so you can download apps to it and all that stuff. You can mirror your phone to it as well. So all good with all of that. But if there's something which is on, say, an app which you can't download onto this from their own app store, then you can put a Fire Stick in and use it, again, completely wirelessly. So no need to plug it in for any of that stuff. And that works fine too, which again, we'll show you when we have a quick go in a second. So I think quality projector does feel like a good solid piece of kit as well, doesn't feel cheap. I think the best thing to do is for me to show you how good this is on our setup Duronic screen. Okay, so this is where you get to see a bit of a behind the scenes look at the studio here. So as you can see, we have got a projector screen set up, obviously on a bit of a makeshift stand and everything, but you'll get the idea, don't worry. I'm going to move the camera so you'll be able to see what I'm doing. And we've put the NOMVDIC R150 on a dresser which we've got along the side of our studio here. So as you can see, I'm standing next to the screen here, so if I stand here, the projector is off to the side there on the right. And that's really important because I'm going to show you just how adjustable this screen is in terms of being able to get a picture so it's nice and square, even when it's set off to the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera so it's on the screen so you can see what I'm doing on there, but I'm going to be using the remote control to do the adjustments, and then I'm going to use my phone and the phone app to show you the software which is built into it and how that all works. Right, so I'll move the camera and then you can see how we adjust this screen. Right, there you go then. So the projector's just started up, and just go back. This is the home screen that you get. Now obviously you can't really see that at the moment because half of it's off the screen at the side here. You've got all this stuff, so we need to adjust this picture. So using the remote, I'm going across to settings. If we go down, I can go to basic settings, and if you go in here you can go down to 4 corner, and if we go to that, we can go to 4 corner adjustment. Now this is where you can grab hold of the screen like this, and you can see I've already adjusted it for this screen before, but you can grab hold of each corner and move it up or down and in and out, and it means that you're able to get the picture to match where you need it to be, just like this. The other thing that you can do with this as well is you can change the zoom level, so you can make the picture kind of bigger and smaller if you need to be able to fit the adjustment that you've got. So trying to get it, the trick with this is trying to get it so that you've got a nice big picture on your projector screen which looks nice and square. And there is also a built-in test image for this too, so you're able to make sure it gets it just right. Sometimes you might just need to move the projector very slightly because you're at the limits of the adjustment, as we are on there, so just moved it very slightly, but it does mean that you can get your picture right to the very edge. You'll see that this projector screen's actually a little bit wavy. It's been rolled up for a little while. That's why all the lines along the bottom here look slightly wavy, because it's actually the screen. Look, so don't think that's the projector. That's just my my screen. So once you've got all that sorted out, that is when you can go back in here and you can go to the App Center. So it will do HDMI input, a USB-C input, USB input. It's also got local file storage on here as well if you wanted to download stuff to it. You can play things off a USB stick. But if you go to the App Center, that's where you can download, obviously I've put Chrome on it, I've put Netflix on, iPlayer, those kind of things. You can pair your remote control and stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Chrome on here, and then using the app on my phone, hopefully you'll be able to see this, just put the brightness up. Right, so you can see the app on my phone there. Hopefully you can go to mouse here, and then you see on the screen, see a little mouse, so you can see that just moving around there. You can hear the sound has now kicked in. You can obviously change the volume on here too, and if you want it to play full screen, this has just gone to YouTube, you can click like that, which obviously shows you the picture. And as you can see, the picture quality is decent on this, despite my quite wavy projector screen. Actually is pretty good. So with this remote, obviously you've got a keyboard and things, so you can type things in if you want to. You can go back home, which when you press that, it takes you back here. And then obviously you can then scroll through the the different settings here. If you want, you can go to screen mirroring, which is another really useful feature. So with screen mirroring, with this, what you can do is on your phone, if you pull down, you can go, not there, you can go to screen mirroring and you can select screen mirroring and it goes straight off your phone. So there's my iPhone. You can see that's working very nicely. And if I go to news on here, so I've just loaded up Sky News. If I go to live TV and play, turn it round, then obviously there is an advert which is playing, and that is mirroring straight off my phone. No problem at all. Obviously it does do that with Android as well. QR code on the screen and everything there if you need it. Gives you your battery and everything on the screen here as well. It's just a really, really good universal projector. I'm just going to show you one other thing which is quite handy with this, with a Fire Stick. So I'm going to turn the light on, I'll show you what I'm doing, and then we'll come back to this screen in a second. Right, one thing I wanted to show you with this is if you've got your projector, obviously in the side there you have got space for you to be able to plug an HDMI in, and what I'm going to do is I am going to plug in our Fire Stick. So I'm going to plug in the USB-A socket first, and that's just a USB-A to micro USB, because obviously these Fire Sticks need a bit of power. So plug that in there, and I'm going to plug that Fire Stick in as well, like that. So I've just got Amazon Fire Stick plugged in just at the bottom there. Obviously if you're in your camper van, you could then pair that directly to your phone if you've got a hotspot or anything like that. If you've got van Wi-Fi, pair it to that. And now when I pop this down here, it's actually automatically switched to the HDMI. So I'll show you on the screen here what it's up to. Okay, so you can see we've got our Fire Stick plugged in. This has obviously been configured for Sarah and myself before, but this is our Fire Stick. So we're able to just go through here. If you don't want to use the operating system which is actually in the projector itself, plug a Fire Stick in, why not? So just looking through here, obviously you've got loads of different apps. You can kind of load up whatever you're after. If we have a look at Freevee, I suspect it's going to pick up the fact that Sarah's been watching the new series of Neighbours, which has started again. But it just gives you that kind of ease that you might be used to if you're already using a Fire Stick, or you could use any of the kind of HDMI plug-in smart adapters. Obviously you can use it with this projector too. And I'm using the normal remote control that you'd use with it. Yeah, it just gives you a nice couple of other options if that's what you're after. Obviously there's various channels and other bits and pieces. You can get live TV on here as well, streaming through some of the apps. Loads and loads of choice, loads and loads of apps, but it does give you another option. And I just really like the fact that you can plug it in and it works off the battery inside the projector. You don't have to worry about any of the kind of charging or anything like that. You can just plug it in and off it goes, and there you go, there's a advert for a movie. Right, just one last feature before we talk about price. As you can see, got this projecting on the wall there, very short distance, and you can still focus it, which is really good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to twist it, because it's designed to be able to be projected on the ceiling. So you'll be able to sit in bed, lie up, and then watch it on your ceiling. And all you do is just turn it like that, so you can see it's on the ceiling now. And I can then use this little focusing wheel, get it in focus like that. And hopefully you can see that. If I just turn this light off, you'll be able to see we've got a picture. What I'll do is I'll just move this camera up a little bit so you can see it. But there you are. So effectively, you've then got the normal features that you'd normally expect all here. You can go to screen mirroring, you can go to your apps. If you want to and you've got a Fire Stick plugged in or anything like that, you can go to HDMI and you'll be able to see the Fire Stick. Just grab that. There you are. So effectively you can be lying in bed and watching your projector. How cool is that? Thought we'd just give you a quick sense of what this is like outside. So we've got it on it's actually a lighting rig stand, ANSI one, just with a threaded top on it. Got it threaded into the bottom so it's standing nicely on the patio. And we don't have an outdoor projector screen, but what we're doing is projecting this onto a window which has got a white blind behind it. So obviously that gives you a slight sense of it. It's nice and bright, and once again, just to give you a sense of the size of screen that you can pull out of this, that's the entire gable end of our house. We've got wood panelling on this section here, that's why it looks darker, but obviously you've got the full window there as well. I've obviously focused it, no problem at all there. So if you've got a nice white sheet or something like that, you really can have a huge screen with this. So I hope you enjoyed having a quick look at how it worked and the image quality and all the different features and everything else that we put together for it. If you're interested in how much this is, these retail at £399. There's usually some kind of good offer on them as well on Amazon, so do check the link in the description below. There's no voucher code or anything like that, but sometimes they do money off vouchers and those kind of things when you look at that listing. So check out the link in the description below. Do click through, have a look, see what kind of offers they've got on. I know that they've got some offers running at the moment when this video is going out, so check that out. Potentially have some offers over Christmas time, Boxing Day sales, all that kind of stuff. So don't delay, have a look, see what the deals are, because if you can get it even cheaper than the $399, then you're really onto a winner. This is fantastic quality for the money, really. I think it really is a great bit of kit. So do check that out. Hopefully you found this review useful for you. If you like this kind of content, you know what to do. Please like and subscribe. We're looking to try and bring you more of this kind of content as much as we can. Useful gadgets. Obviously when we get our van in January, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to show you much more in a setting of a camper van rather than just in our studio here. But yeah, please do like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again soon for some more Campervan Time.